Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Life Music. I'm especially excited tonight because I have my friend Keri Johnsrud on the program, along with Tom Vatesas is going to be here. I'm going to join here with Keri. It's going to be great.
Hi.
Hello, Keri and Tom. How are you?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very excited about today.
Oh, we are too. Thanks so much for having us.
Of course.
We were just doing a little test beforehand and mini promo, so hopefully that will help.
Cool. I don't even know. I've been sort of promoting our thing a little bit every day of this week, just because that's what we do, right?
That's what we do, right?
You know, we're our own agents these days in some ways. Keri, I'll tell you what, I've been listening to. I know of 3 of your albums, and I've been listening to all of them like the last couple days. Getting excited.
Aww, that's so sweet. Thank you.
You know, like so, ladies and gentlemen, there's a record called Blue that I like very much, and the other one is at This Side of the Morning that's the one with Chameleon on it.
Yeah. This side of morning.
Yeah. And, I'll tell you what. One of the things I'm coming away with here, Keri, is that I appreciate the womanness of your voice in your records. Meaning, there's a lot of singers out there that sort of do the boop boop boo you sort of thing and sort of cutesy up their voice and stuff like that. But I'm just loving the maturity of your voice, you know, and the subject matter too. It's like this heartfelt, even when you're covering someone else's song, it just really speaks to me in a lot of ways. And I think that's one of the reasons why this album is also important, because you're taking your woman voice and you're using it with music that we're familiar with, you know. But it's almost like, I don't know, it's like this sort of like a motherly version of old songs, and you're completely reinventing them, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my copy. You cannot have it. So, you know, it's signed to me there in the back. This is from when we were together at Winters, ladies and gentlemen. And I just love this record. I keep listening to it. Thank you for making this.
Oh, well, thank you. Kevin Bales, who is who was my collaborator and partner on that project. It was a like I said, a labor of love for us to do that. It was something that we talked about, and we both found out that we loved Fred Rogers so much that we're like, hey, let's dive into his music and see what's there and what we can do with it, and kind of, I guess, update it a little bit for people who used to listen to him and listen to that music as children. To kind of update it to grown-up ears, but not necessarily. I mean, obviously, children can listen to it too. But,
of course.
It was it was a really wonderful and fulfilling project, and hopefully we'll have more in the pipeline for that. So we'll see.
Cool, that's cool. I have to say, it's kind of like a perfect record.
Oh, wow! Thank you.
What can I say? I'm really into it. And that's why it's also thrilling for me that, ladies and gentlemen, this is Night Life Music. Reach out to my friend Keri, and she can say, "I'll do that. I'll do that for you." So here we are.
Yay! Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna do some original tunes, and like I said, maybe a couple Fred Rogers tunes in there too. And hopefully people can just relax and let their mind wander for a little bit, and not have to worry about the stress of what's going on right now in the world, and just have a good time and enjoy your fantastic artistry as well. And like I said before, we have your canvas painting of that show, of the Fred Rogers show that we did, hanging in our living room, and it's just I love it so much. It just brings such happiness when I look at it. It's like good memories, great, artistry, great. It just, you just culminated the evening so well into a single image. And I think it was Jeff Lowe. Jeff Lowe had mentioned, what did he say? He had a really great phrase that I'm going to screw it up, but like you paint what we hear, or you're like, what is something to that effect.
Yeah.
You're like the visual audio of bands and groups in the city and beyond too. So yeah, it's amazing what you do. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Keri. That's just doing my job.
Well, we're very grateful for you. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do my thing over here as usual.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn the floor over to the Keri and Tom show, and you all can just do your thing. And that's right. Hey, Tom, how you doing back there?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good.
Really looking forward to it and glad to be here.
Hey, how was your? You did a recent Green Mill show.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was great to be out playing in the group, and love playing there.
Yeah, with Abigail. That's well, it's great to know that the mill's back doing its thing, right?
Absolutely.
That's a good sign. It's like civilization's back.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like we can be semi-normal again.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn the floor over to these two wonderful people, and I'm going to be over here.
All right. Thank you, Louis.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, we're going to open up our set with an original tune that is on the album that Louis was talking about before, called This Side of Morning. And it's a song that is, it's entitled From Here. So I guess we'll just go from there. Here we go.
One, two, three, go.
Looking away, my fear cannot play into my abandoned world of love's delay. Then you came along and proved my heart wrong again. Again I plead, please leave me here with my face to bleed. Lost in my mind are the words I cannot find that tell of the loneliness of the life I left behind. Then you came my way as my soul begged to stay with me, with me. You stand as I turn away from your hand. of a love that won't ring true. Then the clouds parted ways, and the sun cleared the haze away from here. All right. Tom Weitz is on the roads playing From Here. The name of that tune that is an original. So hope you guys enjoyed that. And if just because, you know, we can't always tell 100% from our perspective, but if you're having issues hearing us out there in Instagram Live land, just let us know. But hopefully things are coming through okay. So that's good, right? I hope. All right, so like I said, what's that?
Yes.
Oh, I thought somebody said that. Oh, okay, good. We're good. Okay, good. All right, so our second tune that we're gonna do for you is that I wrote back. Oh goodness, now 2013. It seems like I just wrote it yesterday, but it's a song called "Fly Away," and it's a lot of these originals I wrote when I was kind of going through a relationship situation. So a lot of them kind of deal with that specific one, but also just relationships in general. But this one is trying to see. Well, I don't really like to tell people what songs are about. I like them just to kind of figure it out on their own and interpret it the way that they want to. So I'll just kind of leave that at that. But this one is called "Fly Away." Gone are the days of make-believe and careless time. No fool am I to fall again. Nowhere to climb. Fly away, away to a home where love waits to feed hope again. Out of the blue, you disappeared. Need I remind? Breathe. Now I can breathe. I'm standing tall. New strength I find. Fly away, away to a home where love waits to feed hope again. can breathe. I'm standing tall. New strength I find. Fly away, away to a home where love waits to feed hope again. Fly away. Oh, thank you, Louis.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Well, what you're creating so far looks pretty amazing. I'm really excited about the final product, but the process is just as exciting and wonderful. So it's nice kind of catching you out of the corner of my eye doing your thing. So
Right. This is something we can't usually do when it's a live performance, you know.
right, exactly. Because usually you're off like, in the corner or whatever. And I'm like, what you doing over there?
Right.
So yeah, so
That's
this is great. I love
unique.
Yeah, in real time. It's pretty cool.
In real time.
Yeah. In real time. All right. Well, and that's cool. That's so cool. That's a technology, modern day technology. Okay, we're going to continue on with something that, with a song that I wrote. And also, I need to mention, too, that Kevin Bales, who is the pianist from Atlanta that I collaborated with on the Fred Rogers project, we also worked together on an original music project, too, on the album This Side of Morning. And so we wrote a lot of these tunes together, and this, again, is one of them. And it's called Everything's Okay. Everything's okay, Louis. Everything's okay. Yeah. So here we go. Everything's okay, it's alright, it seems. Everything's sunshine, rainbows, moonbeams is what you try to believe each and every day. Although you hide from you, then fade away. Everything's okay, it's alright, it seems. Everything's sunshine, rainbows, moonbeams. No funeral was held today for a life that could have been. Just sit, be still, and wait till the day starts to mend. Go, let it go. With the joy that you borrow, you still have tomorrow. So tell yourself that everything's okay, it's alright, it seems. Everything's sunshine, rainbows, moonbeams. No matter how the story ends, no Let it go with the joy that you borrow. You still have tomorrow, so tell yourself that everything's okay. It's alright, it seems. Everything's sunshine, rainbows, moonbeams. No matter how the story ends, no, you're not alone. Release the fear that binds. You can face the unknown. Everything's okay. It's alright. It seems.
Oh,
All right. Aw. Thanks, Lewis. Thank you.
Keri, I just love the quality of your voice. I just can't.
Oh, thanks,
No?
Lewis.
It just,
Thanks.
it's just uniquely sort of like touching me in a storytelling way that I really appreciate. Thank you.
Oh, well, thanks, Lewis. I really appreciate that. Thanks.
And Tom, you're no slouch either, man.
He can play a few notes, you know.
He's pretty good back there, man.
It's all good. We're all family here.
That's
It's all good. Hey, can I just say a couple shout outs? I see a couple people who joined. I just want to say hello.
Yes.
I think Arlene Burdell was hanging out for a little bit, if she's still on. Hey. And Iris Ornick, I think that's you. And she's a great bass player from New York City, and I'm so happy she's tuning in.
Nice.
And I couldn't see a lot of the other people because I was, doing the thing. But thanks for tuning in, and I'm so glad you guys are spending your Thursday nights with us, me and Lewis and Tom.
Yeah.
So we have more music to go. So
Let's
keep
do it.
hanging out with us if you can, and enjoy the beautiful artwork that's going on behind Lewis, I guess, in front of him. Whatever. I don't really know what I'm saying, so I'll just sing.
I don't know.
Keri, tell me this.
Okay, so this next tune we're going to do does have a little bit of an explanation to it. This one I wrote. I spent some time in New York City, like a solid block of time, a few months at once there. And anyway, I would always take the subway everywhere, and I happened to notice that there was this one woman sitting in the same spot every single time I would take this particular train. And she probably, well, maybe she thought the same thing about me too. but she was always, sitting there, but she was obviously, well, not obviously, I said perhaps she was homeless. And it just kind of intrigued me because she's got a story to tell. And will we ever know that story? Will we ever hear about her story? As do all of us. And anyway, so it just kind of moved me to write this next piece called Same. The same woman in the same spot with the same clothes, sitting at the same we start. With the same eyes and the same face, giving a knowing glance my way, with the same grace. She has the same hopes and the same dreams, with the same kind of chance. Who knows where it could lead? The sun sets on another day, when the common folk go about their way. La da da dee, la da da dee, la da 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 da, la da da la da da dee, la da da la da da la la da ba 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 dee dee. Take the same path, same routine, leading to the same result that remains to be seen. You hear the same voice, give the same speech to the same passing crowd. Are they listening to her preach? With the same heart and the same mind and the same kind of love we should have for all mankind. The sun sets on another day, where the common folk go about their way.
Mm.
Thanks. Same. Yeah. Ooh. So how are you doing, Lewis?
I'm doing great, Keri. I'm doing great. This makes me think, I was on the tip of my tongue before, the difference between living and working in New York and living and working in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
We've both done that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you brought that song, which was inspired by being on the MTA, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Not jumping the turnstiles and doing your thing. How do you feel? I don't know. I guess for you, what's the difference? Creatively, personally, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. The difference between being in New York versus Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, there are a lot of similarities, but I think the difference in New York is that I think there's more of a global audience. There's you have a lot of influence. Not like this doesn't happen in Chicago, but I think it happens perhaps maybe on a bigger scale in New York. You've got influences all different countries and people, who like all just kind of in one little small island. They all are communing together, and I think that definitely makes a difference with the music that's produced and influence. Like I know I was inspired, by going to hear all the different types of music in New York, and and that, like I said, not that doesn't happen here, but it's just on a bigger scale. Everything just seems to be on a little bit bigger scale, and I just felt inspired by the city itself. I mean, New York is definitely not as clean as Chicago, but I think that was part of the excitement too. Like I just walking in the streets and kind of being a little gritty and just feeding off that energy. And I don't know. I think that's probably the biggest difference, other than like it's more expensive to live in New York than in Chicago.
Right.
But I think there's just a little bit more access, perhaps, to what to anything you want to hear, anything in New York.
Right.
But again, I don't want to. Someone might say, "Keri, that happens in Chicago too." But
right.
That was just my experience, I guess.
Yeah.
There, so.
I definitely agree with that in a lot of ways. The sort of international New York there. But to Chicago's benefit, I found it to be, I don't know, very similar in bit, but also a little more cozy. Maybe it's there's a little bit something welcoming more than New York is a little bit like, hey, what are you looking at me for? What do you want, my wallet? Get out of here. You get that from Chicago, but then they're like, all right, come here.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a big hug.
Yeah, let's do a thing. And they're more immediately like they're not hung up on a lot of artifice, which New York, in a lot of ways, is like, okay, you're fantastic, but are you wearing the right jeans or something? Where Chicago is more like, let's just make music, let's make art, and do that first, and worry about all the sort of the polish a little bit there. Plus, Chicago's got blues.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. I mean, I definitely grateful for my time in Chicago. So, I mean, I haven't moved away from the city for a significant amount of time, so that obviously says something. Right. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a city where I feel like I could, do my craft, like really hone my craft in an environment that's, welcoming, like you said, and where you have, wonderful people to work with, especially Tom Veitz is back here. He's probably like the nicest human being. Sorry, nicest human being in this music scene. So it's really easy to work with. Yeah, I'm totally embarrassing him right now. So, but that just shows you how wonderful he is. So, but yeah, I mean, I can totally see what you mean, Lewis, about that, about just, a welcoming, intimate scene, which it totally is. Yeah, I can totally see that. So, yeah, I mean, the pluses and minuses to each side. So, yeah, I just be grateful for where you are, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Swing Boss is confirming that it's Tom Bates says. Yes.
Yeah.
we have Tom sighting right back.
Yes. All right. Well, should we continue with another tune?
Please do.
Okay. All right. This one is called The Navigator. And this is funny. I introduced this one, speaking of New York. I did a show there. And one of my very good friends, I don't know if he's on here anymore, but Steve Wargo brought a group of, as a good friend does, brings groups of friends with him to a show. And one of his people in his party was listening to the show, obviously, and I hadn't yet titled this song. And I'm like, if anybody, you throw that idea out there, if anybody has any ideas of what to call this song, please let me know. And lo and behold, this person, and I can't remember who it was, this person shouted out the title of the song. I'm like, that is it. We are naming it The Navigator. So I cannot take credit for the title. Steve's friend can, whoever that is. So thanks, Steve's friend. Here we go. promised me the world, then handed me a map where to go from here to flee your tempting trap. No compass for your heart, careful where you tread. Look around, look around and see. You promised me the world, I never doubted that. You promised me the world, then warned you take it back. Led me down a road, a winding fatal track. No compass for your heart, careful where you tread. Look around, look around, look around and see. Promised me the world, I never doubted that.
Yeah.
The Navigator. The Navigator.
I like that.
Aw. Thank
Don't-
you.
Don't guys always do that? They just like promise you the world and then
Yes.
just maybe deliver. You know, every once in a while, a guy delivers though, and they
Yeah.
mix the
Yes,
rest.
they are out there. Yeah, so obviously I was going through something at the time when I wrote that, so.
That makes it real. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. I provide the realism. Oh, I'm kidding. Okay, so let's all right, we are going to move on now to a Fred Rogers tune. So I figure we'll bring a little levity, a little happiness, a little lightness to, yeah, there it is. Yes, Beyond the Neighborhood. We did not record this song on that album, so
Okay.
this is kind of a newer one to our repertoire, I guess. But this is one that Fred wrote, and he co-wrote this one. He normally wrote all of his music solo. I mean, he was the only one that worked on it. But this one he partnered up with a woman by the name of Keri, And she was his partner on his very first children's television program called The Children's Corner. So, so they wrote, I think, maybe a couple tunes together, but this is one of them. And hopefully this brings a little sunshine to everybody listening and watching. So this one's called This Is Just the Day. If you've got an hour, now's the time to share it. If you've got a flower, wear it. This is just the day. If you've got a plan, now's the time to try it. If you've got an airplane, fly it. This is just the day. It's the day for seeing all there is to see. It's the day for being just you, just me. If you've got a smile, now's the time to show it. If you've got a horn, we'll blow it. It's the minute to begin it. This is just the day. Oh, it's the day for seeing all there is to see. It's the day for being just you, just me. Oh, it's the day for seeing all there is to see. It's the day for being just you, just me. If you've got a smile, now's the time to show it. If you've got a horn, well, blow it. It's the minute to begin it. This is just the day. This is just the day. Oh, fun. See, Fred can make you smile, right? It's such a good thing. Such a good thing. Once again, Tom Vaitz is on the roads,
All right.
everybody. The nicest guy in showbiz. Oh, that was fun too. Yeah. Yes.
Josie and Fred did Find a Star.
Oh yeah, that's right. Find a Star. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, I forgot about that. They did that
Yeah,
together.
another great song.
Oh, hey, we might have some. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we might have some accompaniment joining us. Hopefully you can't hear it too much.
In the next room.
In the next room, there's a metal band, so it might just add a little flavor, a little crunch. Yeah, that's right. Why not? We can do it. Okay, let's do Bohemia. Okay, this is one of the other non-originals on our program. And wait, first of all, Luz, how are we doing for time? Are we doing okay? Or I don't have a clock in front of me, so.
Yes. Say we've got 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
sort of like underneath that, and we're fine.
Okay, cool. All right. We'll make them the best 15 minutes we have, so. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Oh, this next song we're going to do, like I said, it's not an original tune, but this song, I first heard on, there's a documentary out there on the life of Jackie Paris, and people who might not know who Jackie Paris is or was, he was a vocalist, a bebop vocalist, and never quite kind of got the stardom or the fame or recognition, I should say, that he deserved or wanted, for that matter. Like he would record songs, and then like Nat King Cole would record it, and then make $1 million off, or it was Nat's song. Then after that, so stuff like that would happen, as I guess they did back in the day. Anyway, so I heard the song that we're gonna do on this documentary, and it was kind of playing in the background, and I was like, "What is that song? That's so cool! Like, I need to know it. I need to hear it." And of course, it never played the whole song. It was just like snippets of it. And so I tried to like find it. Like, where can I find that song? And believe it or not, the version of that song anyway, could not find it anywhere except on someone's MySpace page of all places. Like I joined MySpace just so I could get this song. So that's how much I really love this song. So to my knowledge, I don't think there is like a vocal version out there like readily available. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But this version that we're going to do for you is the one that we heard on the documentary. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called Bohemia, and it's named after the Cafe Bohemia in New York City, which recently reemerged. It reopened again after a long hiatus, maybe 50-year hiatus, because it was only open for about 3 years when it was open. But anyway, I'm going on and on. But this song is called Bohemia, and I hope you enjoy it. Listen and hear, ever so clear, silvery notes that caress the night and whisper tales of jazz delight. Bohemia, softly your horn plays until morn, filling lovers with ecstasy, with rhythms wild and heavenly. Bohemia, trumpets crying, my heart is flying high above the misty sea. It's cool, so come along and swing with me. Baby, you know I need you so. Come, let's drift in love's harmony and let the music set us free. Bohemia. trumpets wailing, my heart is sailing high above the misty sea. It's cool, so come along and swing with me. Baby, you know I need you so. Come, let's drift in love's harmony and let the music set us free. Baby,
Ooh.
Bohemia.
Thank you,
All
Mike.
right. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Well, we'll do 2 more tunes. How about that? Is that cool?
Yeah, that's great.
That's great. Okay. We are going to move on to another one, that has not been recorded yet. So I guess that means I probably need to record another original album sometime soon, which will happen at some point, I'm sure. But this one is it's called Lullaby, and it's kind of like an adult lullaby. So I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, it's a lullaby for the metal band next door to kind of calm them down. No, we don't want them to calm down. We don't, but anyway, here we go. Come, little one, dry your eyes, don't you weep. Give me your heartache and mourning. Cast all your worry aside. Freedom will come when surrender lives here. Hush, little one, close your eyes, go to sleep. Dreaming awaits for your slumber. Don't be afraid of the dark. No harm will come from the demons that stay away, away. Midnight falls overhead, dimming the stars on high. Boldly, one by one, they find their way to shine. Sing, little one, lift your eyes so to keep angels above you adoring. Light and abundance surround you. All that you've done and have failed to do. Midnight falls overhead, dimming the stars on high. Only one by one, they find their way to shine. Sing, little one, lift your eyes so to keep angels above you adore you. Light and abundance surround you, and all that you've done and have failed to do. Oh, thank you, Lewis. Thank you.
I have to say, Tom, you're doing a very good job of matching the sensibility and the vulnerability of Keri.
Oh, thank you. I'm not feeling I'm doing that great today, but I'm trying. But she sounds amazing. She's carrying me along.
She does.
Oh,
Definitely.
Come on.
So,
We're in agreement.
yeah, she's inspiring me.
you guys.
Anyway, well, Lewis, the painting that you've done is amazing. I love it. I love the colors and everything that you've done to it. So unique and beautiful. Oh, that's so cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, it looks amazing.
Oh, Lewis, you are so incredibly talented.
That's right.
And oh my goodness, you are such a treat to have here in Chicago. We are so lucky to have you. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. You are, yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
I've got Tom's head in here.
Yes, you do. There he
I
is.
look better in there.
I think you have a little more hair in there.
Yeah, thank you for making me look better.
That's right.
No, I don't even, I believe it.
We're just having a little fun. All right. So,
Beautiful.
yeah, well, should we close out? Are we ready to close out?
Yeah, let's do, yeah, we can, I think we can fit one more in if you want
Can
to.
we fit one, or do you want to be done, or do we need to be done?
You know what? They let me go a little bit more than an hour these days for some reason. So if you've got one more, let's do it.
Okay. Okay, we'll just do it short. We'll do a short version of this. We'll just do it.
Beautiful.
Okay. We'll just do a short version of this tune. And then we're going to end on a Fred Rogers tune, because why not? So this one is not on our album either, Beyond the Neighborhood album, but maybe it might be on the second one. So we'll see. But this one is called Did You Know? And thanks again, Lewis, for having us. Thanks to everyone else tuning in. This was so much fun, amazing. And gosh, I hope we can work together again in the future. This is I'm repeating myself, but I'm being very redundant, but I mean it. Yes, thank you.
Okay, perfect. It's,
Oh, okay. All right.
here, we'll figure it out. One, two, three.
Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that it's alright to wonder? Did you know that it's alright to wonder? There are all kinds of wonderful things. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that it's alright to marvel? Did you know that it's alright to marvel? All kinds of marvelous things. You can ask a lot of questions about the world and your place in it. You can ask about people's feelings. You can learn the sky's the limit. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know when you wonder you're learning? Did you know when you marvel you're learning about all kinds of wonderful, all kinds of marvelous, marvelously wonderful things? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that it's alright to wonder? Did you know that it's alright to wonder? There are all kinds of wonderful things. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know that it's alright to marvel? Did you know that it's alright to marvel? There are all kinds of marvelous things. You can ask a lot of questions about the world and your place in it. You can ask about people's feelings. You can learn the sky's the limit. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know when you wonder you're learning? Did you know when you marvel you're learning? All kinds of wonderful, all kinds of marvelous, marvelously wonderful things. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was, did you know? A good tune to end on for the evening. So, Lewis, thank you so much for having us. And me and Tom.
Thank you, Lewis.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing you out there.
Mm.
You know, when we get to do that thing again.
Yeah, I know. One of these days.
But for now, just, you know.
Yes, this is very. I'm very happy with this. So
Me too.
This is yeah, definitely. Thank you for having the series. And you have, is it every Thursday?
It's every other Thursday.
Oh, every other Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So be sure to tune in 2 weeks for the next guest.
for sure.
Yeah. Who are you having? Do you know?
Marta Sanchez is on
Oh, nice.
2 weeks.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ladies
and gentlemen, this has been Thursday Night Life Music. I'm your host, Louis Achenbach. Tonight on the show, we've had Keri Johnsrud and Tom Bates. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Louis.
And we'll see you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.